Hello beautiful people, so my name is Rebecca. I am 27 years old from Austria and I'm currently traveling in this beautiful van. Oh my god, okay, let's get serious. So today it's a quite rainy day. I hope you hear me well. Our van is, water resistant, but can't do anything about that sound. So here's my story. I want to heal my body with a 5-day fast. In the beginning I thought I'll do 10 days, but as it was my first fast, my expectations were a little too high. So I thought I'll start with a complete cleanse of my body through a fast and then clean eating afterwards. I am eating most of the time vegan slash vegetarian. I would not define myself as one or the other, even though I'm eating 90% vegan. At this moment I'm not addicted to any kind of drugs like sugar, nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, which would make this journey a little harder. I want to mention that I'm not a medical supervisor and I'm just sharing my experience and my personal opinion. So if you are going for a fast, inform yourself well, speak with a doctor, and yeah. Oh my god, I just woke up and I dreamt that I was eating like 3 donuts. Maybe I dreamt this to remember me that I'm fasting today. I won't beautify that. No. Oh, but I feel empty now. I still need to cook the soup for the next days, but I don't feel able to do so. I felt like I was dehydrating. So I just thought about me when I feel bad and I want to eat something. So I definitely am an emotional eater. Normally I would go to the fridge and take something out to eat. For example, a few days before I get my period, especially. So fasting kind of takes away this escape. Like when you emotional eat, you suppress most of the time something, and fasting takes away that kind of escape because there is no distraction. We take away this distraction, in this case food. Yeah, I kind of understand now why people say that fasting is a spiritual journey too, and also spiritual cleansing. I feel hungry, so the only thing I know is that when you're hungry you need to drink. Even in a regular diet, being hungry can also mean that you are thirsty. So it's very important also on a daily basis to keep yourself hydrated. But during fasting especially, I'm just like keeping my water bottle very, very close to me all the time. Yesterday it was just raining in heaps, so I'm gonna cook that vegetable broth today. o'clock day 1, and I actually can't believe that I made it through this day. Today is day 2 and I don't feel good at all. I woke up because I felt my heartbeat so strong, and the only thing I want to do right now is eat. So I'm trying to get my thoughts somewhere else. So all I'm gonna do is drink lemon water now and hope that it will help me. Save me. I'll say it how it is. I feel really tired. It's hard. I knew that it will be hard, but yeah. You don't know how it is until you really do it, I guess. Day 2, you're killing me. I wrote a whole plan of what I want to do when I'm fasting, like some awareness exercises and stuff like that, meditation and yoga, but there is no way that I'm gonna move out of this bed. Like, no way. Today is not a day I want to film myself. I just don't feel good. It comes in waves, so I feel good for a while, and then whoo, I feel like my head's turning, and yeah, just a little bit like when you're sick and you're drained. The positive thing is I'm sweating a lot, so like I feel that's weird because I read like most of the people feel cold, but I haven't been fasting in all my life, so maybe my body is like, oh my god, finally we need to clean up here. During the day I really like to drink one detox tea, which is dandelion and milk thistle tea. I looked it up, and the ingredients are pretty good during a fast. Before I go to sleep, I like to drink this chamomile and peppermint mixture. I'm also using the dried yarrow tea, which I also use for my liver compression. So now during my fast there are a few things that I do every day, like the liver wrap, which helps the liver to detoxify. For that I use a piece of cloth which can get wet. Then yarrow tea will help the liver to detoxify, but you can also just use hot water. Another piece of cloth to wrap around you, and a hot water bottle. Today is day 3 of my fast, and I feel less heavy, less sweaty, less hungry. Yeah, and just better. Also less difficult because I'm not thinking so much about when does this end. Like, I kind of accepted the situation. It's funny that it took me like 3 days to accept that I'm fasting. But it is what it is. It just felt so weird to put myself in a situation where I kind of suffer. But it has an effect, so it's all about the outcome. So now I slowly accept it. My best friend Lara and me decided to make a 7 or 10 days? I don't know, I'm confused. Of a journaling challenge. I just wrote into the journal and it got my head so clear. I didn't want to stop, and it took me like 7 months to actually do it, because I really wanted to journal throughout my whole trip, because sometimes I normalize what I do. I think like because I do something, it's so normal and everyone else is doing it too. It's working so much on self-growth and living in a van and living in New Zealand for 9 months and yeah, I don't know, do a fast for 10 days or journaling, having affirmations, manifesting and filming and editing and sharing everything on social media. And yeah, it's quite a lot of things. Eating like 90% vegan and the rest of it vegetarian. I think these are actually, they are not so normal things, but I normalize them. I don't know if anyone can relate with that. Let me know in the comments below, like if you ever have this feeling. I don't know if there is a term for being that kind of human, where you just normalize everything that you do and you think everyone else is doing that anyway too. I guess today is the day where my mind's getting cleared too. So today I don't feel that heavy anymore, but I definitely feel that when I move a lot, it's hard. Wow, I could do like an hour of yoga. I don't have that feeling. Like what I just did, that was very exhausting. I haven't been to the toilet for 3 days, and going to the toilet is very important during the fast, so all the toxins leave the body and don't go into the bloodstream. So unfortunately I have to do one more salt water mixture, which will lead to poo. Bobo, je t'aime. Comme tu veux. So our skin is one of the largest waste eliminating organs, so it's quite important to keep the skin stimulating through a piece of cloth and massaging your body, and to wash everything that came out of our skin off. Day 4 is coming to an end, and I have to say I'm really happy about it. You're beautiful! Oh, and you too! What a day, what a day, what a day. I'm gonna stop to fast tomorrow because I set my goals too high. Beginner's mistake. One of the reasons why I'm gonna stop tomorrow is that I want to have this experience in my mind as a positive experience and not an experience where I forced myself to do it longer even though I don't feel it. It's my first fast and 5 days are totally fine. Number 2 is during a fast you should go to toilet. Since day 1 I have been fasting. I didn't go to toilet. After 3 days it's really necessary, otherwise the toxins in the intestine could go into the bloodstream. Another reason I want to stop now is because I want the fasting break be very chilled. So not that I have the feeling I want to binge eat or I just want to eat chocolate, which I can really imagine if I force myself to do this too long. So breaking fasting is as important as fasting itself. It's very important to eat whole food, salads, not too heavy, not too much. There is a whole system for the next few days after fasting. So I want to still have enough motivation to do this. I want to remember the fasting as something that helped me, as something that heals me, as something rewarding, and not as something that I have to force myself to do. Today is the first day of break fasting, which means to slowly raise the calorie intake and start eating more and more normal. The first solid food after 5 days of fasting. It's day 6 of my fast and I can't believe it that I made it through. If someone would have told me, "You gonna fast for 5 days and won't eat any solid foods," I would have been like, what, me? My skin has been itchy throughout the days, but I think that's normal because your skin is like a eliminating organ, so yeah, it's detoxing, and I think it's normal that while I fast everything is going out. Like the white spots are kind of better but not completely gone. Something I have really learned is to take one day at a time. The next time I will fast won't be attached to days. I'm still very proud of myself. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to stay tuned.